All right, guys, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about building a startup or a business, or you're already working, you're thinking, hey, you know what else, how else can I earn some extra income? Economy's hard, not sure what to do. Uber Eats, Deliveroo, gardening, whatever, any kind of odd jobs, building a startup. Tons of different side hustles out there you can do to earn extra income. And it's becoming more and more popular. The creator economy is taking off. People are looking for ways to use TikTok, social media, Instagram, etc. to make extra money. And there are tons of ways you can do that. TikTok shop affiliate even, for example. So tons of different startups. I've been through finance, my background is finance, and then I went into building an entrepreneurship in the last kind of 7 years. So I have a little bit of experience with side hustles as well as building actual businesses that are backed by investors and by tier one kind of venture capital investors. So I've seen both sides. I know kind of and understand what can work in a startup, which is a much longer, more invested in business rather than a side hustle. Side hustle is something quick cash, hey, passive income, run out there, sign up to Uber Eats, sign up to Deliveroo, sign up to Postmates, whatever it is, and start delivering, right? But if you're looking to build an actual startup, looking for investment, looking for venture capital, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do. It's much more complicated, much more time intensive, much more mentally invested, physically draining. And it's something you have to really dedicate to your time to. I'm not sure you can really do it part-time. I'm not sure part-time building $1 billion business is going to work, if you know what I mean. Part-time, I just don't see it like that. I see if you are going to try to build a, let's say, SaaS business, which is an online business, an email marketing or digital marketing business, AI business, whatever it is, you really have to dedicate, you have to understand the steps, getting your first customers, building your minimal viable product, which is your shell, your skeleton of the business, getting your first customers, and then being able to scale it, just like, for example, Aircall, Airbnb, Dropbox, all these startups, some of which were backed by, of course, very good investors. But I think it's a much, much harder thing, which you have to dedicate yourself to. Side hustles, much quicker. Let's earn some extra money. Let's get ourselves out there. Let's sell some old clothes on Vinted, for example, on eBay. Let's sell some stuff on eBay, make some extra money. But if you're looking to build, of course, an actual startup business, then you're definitely looking at, integrating technology, getting customers on board, building your brand out. Even if it's a content brand, even if you're a content creator, for example, you're building out a brand. Mike Thurston, the fitness trainer, you got Nelk Boys, Logan Paul, whatever it is that ended up doing Prime energy drinks. They all built a brand, and that took years. It takes years to build a brand. So it's a lot of time, a lot of effort. You shouldn't expect any quick results. What I do, if I had no money, or if I was working a job and I wanted some extra money, there are two things I would do. I'd probably do a side hustle, and I'd start creating. Because you can earn, once you have an influence, there's so many ways to monetize, so many different ways you can monetize something once you have influence, once you have a huge following, tons of different ways you can monetize that through brand deals, affiliate deals, marketing, whatever it is. And there are a ton of influencers that kind of get to a couple 100,000, and you're already having brands reach out, tons of different stuff. So what I do is those two things. If I'm working a job and I'm looking for some quick cash, maybe I'd do a side hustle, but I'd also start being a creator, get in front of the camera, record. I'd be recording TikToks constantly, being on social media, using X, being on YouTube, and just recording at the end of the day as much as possible. Not being shy and starting to be comfortable in front of the camera. And all this stuff takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you're consistent with it, you might get a following, you might build a community, you might get brands to reach out to you. And hey, guess what? You're going to start to create some serious income. The corporate bro, for example, he was making fun of startups, right? The corporate bro, and he was making fun of venture capital, startups, whatever it is. And he just got to a certain level where he was able to dictate to brand, hey, you got to pay me 50,000 to like do, you know, a funny sketch on whatever, HR or whatever. There's another one, that CEO, the kind of Greek guy, what's his name? Not San Moritz, the Gestalt guy, for example. He was making funny comedy sketches, and he just blew up. Now he's doing deals with Laura Piano and stuff like that. But it takes time, and you never know what sketches will work, what won't, but you just have to keep going. You have to keep being consistent. And hey, you know what? You might get to a certain level.